Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels.
He may have been drafted second in 2024, but Daniels was the rookie we couldn't stop talking about last season nor take our eyes off of. He really, Kate, put the capital D in dual threat. 3,500 yards and 25 touchdowns passing, and almost 900 yards and 6 touchdowns on the ground.
Play action now, Daniels. He's got Jalen Lane. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
This is Jacory Kronsky-Merritt, and it for the first time. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
Daniels keeps it himself, and his short game gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard, and a Washington first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. It's Cox. This is Jacory Kronsky-Merritt. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Rolling on 1st down, Daniels. Has it in close. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Daniels setting up the play action. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's another Washington first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Run it out of the pistol. Kronsky-Merritt. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Chiefs nothing.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
Washington.
Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Play action, Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a 31-yard play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
A second down run by Pacheco. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Pressure coming for Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
At the 8-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. All right, partner, one drive in, and we can say this guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. Might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on that opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs start off well to tie things 7-7. we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. With McCaffrey now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Drops this one off to Krosky-Barrett. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's good for a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
2nd down give to Krosky-Barrett. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 4 yards on the carry. Gets him some yards back, but still 3rd and 9 upcoming.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
A gain of 22 more yards. That's another Washington Commanders first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They bring McLaurin in motion right. First carry now for the rookie out of Virginia Tech. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Commanders break the tie here in the 1st. Not sure we can call these gadget plays anymore, partner. Not like we could in the early 2000s, right? Because receivers who can run it, well, they become an important part of many NFL offenses, especially down in the red zone.
And that's because the reality you face is there's only so many conventional plays, really. There's only so many reps you can get in during the practice week, so many different opportunities and traditional sets. But when you got an outlier like this, when you got a wide receiver who can run it like a running back, it presents a whole nother set of issues for defenses.
Gay with the point after. And the Commanders take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st.
14, Chiefs 7.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
For Washington.
Here's Smith on the return. He's going well so far. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and in midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped it at the line. No gain.
A gain on the play. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes. He's running for it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
And a Kansas City Chiefs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Back to throw, Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
They'll run, Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs trim the lead to 1. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere in the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs tie things up at 14. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Lane motioning left. On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Krosky-Merritt gets it from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They get 22 on that one. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes connects on the crosser. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Mahomes on 1st and 10, running in the red zone. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs break the tie here in the first. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 14.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Ertz reels it in. And he'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Samuel snags this over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Washington.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Chiefs in control so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at first down here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He goes right back to Samuel. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Daniels setting up the play action. Makes the crowd in bounds left side. And they take him out of bounds which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
From the red zone now. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Play action now with Daniels. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
Third and goal now. Can they find that final yard? Krosky Merritt. Dodges the tackle and he's in. Touchdown! The Commanders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
To the air, Mahomes. Going receiver screen here. It's Worthy. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Ariza to handle it. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Commanders. And running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
A gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Washington first down. A gain of 21 yards. And the Commanders first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Daniels now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Throwing deep here for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
So they bring Tressway back out there for another punt. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt finds deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the end route. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's a toss left side to Pacheco. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Hunt. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stopped by the future Hall of Famer. More All-Pro nods than any active defender. It's Bobby Wagner.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. From the gun, it's Hunt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Simply nowhere to go on that counter play, Kate. Backside defenders took away one side, and they overwhelmed the blocking right in the middle.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes now. Kelsey's got it right side. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
At the 3-yard line.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Go with Hunt on the run. And he gets in, touchdown! The Chiefs take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. On now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. He dodged the tackle. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Daniels on 1st down. He'll try and run this. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
That's good for a Commander's 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, run for Krosky Merritt. So call this a modest game here, Brock. About 3 yards, 2nd down coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Krosky Merritt on his own read. And it started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. It was Chris Jones, an All-Pro each of the last 3 seasons, who took him down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
3rd and short, Daniels. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
And a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Daniels. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's tackled for no gain.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. He has it on the QB sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
On the counter, Krosky Merritt. It's inside the 10. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Washington Commanders.
Really 2 elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number 1, you got to sell it. Right? You really got to sell and get that defense moving. And then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
Krosky Merritt. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
After the sack, offense dealing with 3rd and goal now from the 10. They send a man in motion. Daniels, 3rd and goal. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Extra point converted by Gay. And the Commanders tie us up, 28-all. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chiefs and Rashee Rice ready for a new series on offense. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. He gives it to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Mahomes steps up and he's running with it. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Tackle made by Von Miller.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. He gets it to Rice. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Throwing is Mahomes. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Throws caught. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He finds Brown right side. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. And it's the Chiefs who have 1st and 10. Here's Hunt out the middle. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them can throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Looking for somewhere to throw. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
They send a tight end in motion. throws here from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So on fourth down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Butker knocks it through, and they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. Escapes the defender. This makes it up to the 25. The Commanders, some running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, headed back to the field now. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Starting on the ground here, Krosky-Merritt. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Stopped by a two-time All-Pro in his first 3 seasons in the NFL, Trent McDuffie.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass brought in. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
Brings up 3rd and
7. Throw here, third down. Oh, he's going to run for it. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Completed left side to Samuel. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
at the 48-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. To throw, Daniels. He'll step up, and there he goes. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
First down, ball at the 36. Throwing now, Daniels. Took off with it again. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
11 more yards. That's another Washington first.
So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Mihio with the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Out comes Kansas City. Its offense has it first to start quarter number 3. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. It's a give to Hunt. Trucks a defender. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Got his man, that's Brown again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
1st and 10 from the 41. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First carry now, Rashawn Smith. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Has it in close. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Trying things up the gut. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes now. He's got it at the 6. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down and goal to go.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Here's a gift to Hunt. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game. Kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They'll work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Play action now. Daniels. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got his target, that's Lane. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
3rd down and they need to get 10. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's good for a Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They put a receiver in motion here left. Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. Continuing to move past the 45. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcasting, my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 39-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Daniels going to keep it. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
It's Krosky-Merritt on 3rd. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Going for it with Krosky-Merritt. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You look at the tendencies and the stats, Kate, 4th and that distance, typically you see pass. Unless, of course, you got the perfect running play in your back pocket and a whole bunch of trust in the people around you.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, it's Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jalen Lane, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line, ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So on 4th down, on comes Matt Gay to try the field goal for the Commanders. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Mejio with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Chiefs and Kareem Hunt getting the ball back. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the gun, it's Hunt. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. To the air, Mahomes. That's brought in by Hunt. He gets it forward a little into his 46. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Third and short, here's Mahomes. That's worthy running a slant. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. They run. Here's Hunt. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Now, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Here's Mahomes. On the move, past the 40. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Finds his favorite target again, it's worthy. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Again, Mahomes to throw. That's caught at the 4. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 13-point lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. playmaker on how to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, I don't expect that loss to keep them from utilizing the option at all moving forward, Brock, but I do expect it to keep them from leaning on it too heavily.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. It's too valuable a piece of their game plan. You want to make that defense defend it, but they did it a whole lot better that time.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Daniels. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making a stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
2 yards. And the Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
He's keeping it again. And his slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Brought in. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Washington.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Daniels now on 1st down. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Daniels keeps it himself. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Washington Commanders 1st down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
One of the tight ends motioning right. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on second. Running back sent in motion left. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play with a reliable source of yardage.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. And they just get the play off. He's running for it. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. So on 4th down, on comes Matt Gay to try the field goal for the Commanders. It's a 38-yard look here. Gay's kick is good. And that gets him back to within 11.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Washington.
Remigio with the return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs and Rashee Rice ready for a new series on offense. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Mahomes here from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. This one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels, and right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They go play action. It's Mahomes. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. They've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Defense sent them packing back to their own side last play. Time to build on that with second down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Makes the catch. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. No throw. 3rd and long. He gets it to Rice. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here's Hunt up the middle. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. It's Hunt on the carry. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs have likely locked up the win right there.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18.
Commanders 34.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, it's Daniels. Hits his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. On first down, here's Daniels. Hauled in by Lane. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 50-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Daniels from the pistol. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Again, Daniels to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And it sets up 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. The throw again. It's Daniels. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Now, hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Going jumbo, set on this 1st and goal. In the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, it's built this lead. And you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for second and goal. Here's the backup. First throw. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Man in motion out of the slot. Daniels, third and goal. Screen pass here for Krosky-Merritt. And that's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders make it an 11-point ball game.
52. Commanders 41.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
For Washington.
Here's Smith on the return. Jukes away from one. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Chiefs and Rashee Rice ready for a new series on offense. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Second and 3 now. To the air, Mahomes. Finds his favorite target again. It's worthy. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. He dodged the tackle. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal. And someone has officially flown higher than the Dutchman, Brock. That completion pushes him past Norm Van Brockman for the most passing yards in a game in NFL history. A mark of 554 yards and stood resolute since back in 1951. And 7 decades later, someone has finally topped it. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Here's Hunt. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything you watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on first down. More to come.
Here's another for it. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Defense making a couple of good stops here, and this brings up third and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. Pretty easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. Butker knocks it through and then extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He takes it himself. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
1st down, ball at the 36. Daniels back to throw. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. They send him left out of the slot. Play fake here, Daniels. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. And that right there is why they coach you to never give up on a play, Brock. Recover the fumble, and he's able to get him the 1st down, too. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that 1st cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the 1st time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his 2nd and inches. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Trying to find his tight end. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He tries to sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Daniels now on first down. Oh, he's going for it again. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. And that run makes some history for him. He's now topped the previous record for rushing in a game by a QB. The previous mark of 181 was held by Colin Kaepernick since those 2013 playoffs, and the mantle now belongs to this guy. And whatever total he reaches before the end of this one. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Taking off with it again. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Commanders losing by 14. First and goal, Krosky Merritt. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Gay with the point after. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Commanders 48.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Mejio with the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Chiefs and Rashee Rice ready for a new series on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. They've got first down from the 31. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
39-yard line.
Shotgun snap. It's a give to Hunt. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Washington calls it second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Right here on the carry. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. Chiefs in a victory formation here as they take a knee. After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.